Hello and welcome to the travel seminar information session. I'm Dan Aronoff, one of the group leaders, and with me is my esteemed friend and colleague, Brian Meadows.
Hello,
And we're going
everyone.
to give and we're going to give you a brief overview of the travel seminar for this year, 2024 in Japan.
And welcome everyone to the travel seminar. Very quickly, a little bit about us. Dan and I operate as the travel seminar leaders. We bring to this experience over 40 combined years of experience in both K through 12 institutions and also in higher education. And together we have successfully led 5 similar travel seminar trips to Japan.
As you can see from our mission statement, we're a nonprofit organization, and our goal is to create educational experiences for teachers to make connections in Japan, meet professionals similar to yourselves, and to experience and get an idea of what is education like in Japan. It's a very unusual kind of program because just as in the States, you just can't walk into a school and visit it because you happen to be in the area. This gives you access to public education and private education in Japan, which is extremely difficult to achieve.
Our primary product each year is called a travel seminar for teachers. For 2024, we are leading a seminar cohort to Tokyo, Japan, and we would love to have you on board. We work very closely with local liaisons to set up the school site visits, to make all the arrangements for the logistics while we're in the Tokyo area. And we also put all this together with a focus on the best quality professional development experience for you, with concern and attention to economic value at the same time.
It gives New Jersey educators, and not necessarily New Jersey educators, but educators from any place within the continental United States, to take a look and explore such topics as quality education, what it looks like, how do we deal with change, and more importantly, how do we deal with students whose primary language may not necessarily be English. This is kind of a unique situation because unless you happen to be a native Japanese speaker, you're going to be in a situation where you will experience what it's like to be that student who's the outsider. And it gives you a very different perspective on how being that outsider student who doesn't understand the language can communicate, how others interact with them. And it gives you a much deeper insight into Japanese culture, Japanese language, what Japanese society is like, and how that impacts education, how education impacts society. And it gives you a chance to take a look at subject areas, um, and how it's taught in other parts of the world.
We, as mentioned at the beginning, we do have experience leading similar travel seminar groups to Japan in the past, and we've been fortunate to collect some very positive testimonials and reflections from those educators. So this is one testimonial we'd like to share from one of our previous participants, Ayla, who is currently working as an ESL teacher K through 5 here in New Jersey. Right, and as Dan mentioned just previously, it was a really terrific experience, learning experience for Ayla to be able to become the outsider and to be in a classroom where she didn't necessarily understand all of the language of instruction. So this was a really important learning experience for Ayla. So thank you, Ayla.
The travel seminar is actually broken into 6 different components. We'll have a couple of pre-travel meetings, both online and one get-together prior to leaving for Japan. We'll be doing K-12 visits. And in addition to, well, it's going to be more K-8 school visits this trip and one college visit. We'll have a chance to visit Seijo University and we'll have a chance to meet professionals there. There'll be plenty of personal time for exploration, and we can certainly provide you with some assistance for that. We'll have debriefing sessions. We will be having a closing dinner reception, and we'll be establishing a post-travel network, both with some of the professionals we've met in Japan, with ourselves, and with everybody who goes on the trip.
We wanted to share some pictures of previous travel seminars that we've led with other groups. So this will give you a chance to visualize what to expect during this upcoming travel seminar in 2024. Here's some pictures from some of our school site visits, middle school, some of previous groups. With the middle school, for example, we were able to participate in the badminton practice after school. We were able to connect with amazing educators doing really terrific things with their students. We also got to experience the some of the characteristics, I guess, of schooling in Japan, and that involves the removal of shoes when you enter into the school, and all of the teachers and the students change into in-house in-school slippers. Then they wear those around, and then when they leave school, then they change into their outdoor shoes. So that was also a unique experience for many educators on our previous seminars.
There'll be at Seijo University a visit, a meet and greet. There'll be a guest lecture, and prior to leaving, we'll be going over some of the cultural norms, things that you'll need to know and to expect, such as Brian was talking about, how you have to deal with changing of shoes before you enter certain situations and so on. So we will try to create a comfort level for you as we go through the process. The meet and greet is always a highlight. You'll be meeting faculty members from Seijo University along with students, and have a chance to just discuss informally ideas and make more professional contacts.
And also, maybe I can add down in the bottom corner is Dr. Tatsuya Isono. He is our primary volunteer liaison on the Tokyo side, and he's really pivotal to helping to organize and work out the logistics of the site visits. So we are always very grateful to Dr. Isono for his leadership and for his collaboration.
This is another testimonial from one of our teachers who is now a special education teacher here in Jersey. And as you can see from her perspective, it was an extremely valuable and exciting trip.
And an additional testimonial from Kimberly, who is also teaching here in New Jersey. And she writes in the testimonial about what a great experience it was to gain these new perspectives on education and how it can work in other countries. And she writes that this was an unforgettable experience for her. And in fact, it's an understatement to say that it's just an unforgettable experience. So thank you, Kimberly.
We will have debriefing sessions, and as we're there in the trip, Brian and I are available to you at all times to provide any assistance, direction, to address any questions and concerns that you might have. And this is a very unique opportunity to expand your professional network globally. Many of our previous participants are still in touch via social media with some of the individuals that they met in our past trips to Japan. Brian and I are still in touch with many people as a result of this experience.
And I think also, if I can add about the the networking that we'll be able to do is we'll be able to, in some ways, we're going to have some sessions, professional sessions before we travel to Japan. So you have a chance to create rapport and create a sense of group identity before we travel, what to expect, what are we looking forward to, what are our kind of our personal objectives, I guess, for ourselves for development. Then once we're there, we'll meet a couple of times during the week to discuss what we're seeing, observing, and kind of process what we're experiencing. And then, as Dan mentioned earlier, we're also going to have a post-travel network where we can stay in touch and continue to support one another and build on this travel experience together.
There will be personal time for you during the trip to visit different cultural sites in Japan. Some people actually will fly over early and perhaps spend a couple of days in Japan before we actually do the school visits. You're certainly welcome to stay in Japan longer and do some sightseeing. We will provide assistance to you for the different sites that you might wish to see while you're in Japan. We'll be happy to give you directions. Brian and I will be doing a couple of visitations to different cultural sites. You're welcome to join us during those evenings as we do various things.
Here's some additional pictures of places we visited in the past. We'll be very happy to facilitate your travel there. On the bottom left-hand corner is Harajuku. The other two pictures are Asakusa, both very exciting locations in the Tokyo area. And by the way, Dan, do you have a site a location in Tokyo that you always look forward to visiting?
Actually, I have two. One of my favorite things to do when I'm in the Tokyo area is, of course, go to Tokyo Disneyland, which is, there we
Look
go.
at that.
It is really a lot of fun. There's nothing better than seeing Mickey Mouse talking Japanese to you. It is a terrific place. And if you've ever been to a Disneyland in the United States, it's very similar, yet very, very different. And my other favorite place that I always love to go to is Asakusa, which was one of the sites that Brian showed you pictures of. It's just a lively, thriving, exciting kind of marketplace to go to, along with tremendous history.
Absolutely. We are making plans for when you're on the travel seminar, you can expect a single private room at a business hotel in the Tokyo area. We're currently negotiating with Pearl Hotel located in Shinjuku. We have used the Pearl Hotel chain in the past very successfully, and we've had a wonderful experience working with that hotel chain. So we do plan on continuing that relationship. In your hotel room, you should expect your own private bathroom, an excellent service, and a very clean, warm and welcoming hotel experience.
There's normally a small refrigerator in the room. There's a flat screen television, and normally we've had great Wi-Fi.
Yes.
In the hotel. It's all free. The room includes breakfast every morning, and the breakfasts have been exceptional.
Yes. Yeah, quite a lot of variety, a lot of option in breakfast in the past. They've had some Western dishes, but also Japanese dishes.
This is our tentative schedule, and as it's indicated, it is subject to change. As we get closer, some of the schools may wish to switch days because of different things that they're doing. But in general, this will be the outline. It's intense, it's busy, but the whole idea is to get as much in as we possibly can in the short amount of time that you'll be with us in Japan.
We do have one important group rule whenever we're traveling around the Tokyo metropolitan area. We always must stop for any pet dogs that we come across. So here are some pictures of some fabulous canines that we've come across in the past, and we look forward to encountering more in this coming summer.
This is our seminar fees. The fee that you're looking at does not include airfare to and from Tokyo, but it does include 8 nights in your own room in probably at the Pearl Hotel in Shinjuku. Various travel around the Tokyo area for the travel-related seminar activities. That's all taken care of. Airport transfers from landing in Tokyo to the hotel and back, a closing reception. Because we're a nonprofit organization, we have to keep everything as tightly budgeted as we possibly can. So there's not a lot of extras that are added. But we're certainly able to help you in terms of planning different things, whether you want to stay longer in Japan, whether you wish to do some other things while you're there, we will certainly help you with that. There are 2 discounts that are available. A 5% off the seminar fees if you register prior to March 20th. If you bring a friend with you, you are both entitled to that 5% off on the seminar fees. So you can have a total of up to 10% off because they can be combined together.
Absolutely.
We don't include airfare because everybody might have different airports that they wish to travel from. Some people use points or mileage from other travel to help offset fees for airfare. We will give you the information on the flights that Brian and I will be taking from the New Jersey, Newark area. You're certainly welcome to travel with us. We'll give you all of our flight information once we book it. But we leave those options as to how you wish to get to Japan and when. That is strictly up to you.
And we may also want to, as you're considering the financial costs for attending the seminar, you may also think about daily personal expenses. Breakfast is included with the hotel. Lunch tends to be at the school site for a minimal cost, but there may be evenings where you're free to have dinner on your own. You may also consider souvenirs that you'd like to buy for friends and family back home. And the other thing maybe to note here is that all 7-Eleven locations in the Tokyo area have an international ATM, which is very, very convenient. The international ATM, we have used it during all of our trips, and it's been very easy to use. It interfaces with the ATM systems that we use here in the United States. So I've used my bank card from here, and you're able to withdraw money in Japanese currency while you're there. And I think there is a minimal fee, so you may want to consider the nominal fee, but it has been super, super convenient.
Saves you the trouble of carrying a lot of cash. And 7-Elevens are all over Japan. They're very heavily concentrated in the Tokyo area, and they are amazing places to visit in and of themselves. And we highly recommend it.
The timeline that we have established is the following. We plan on opening registration on March the 1st. So you can register online and also make the initial deposit payment of $750. The 2 discounts do launch and they go into effect starting March the 1st. By March the 20th, the early bird discount window closes. And by April 1st, registration closes online for everyone, and we're hoping to receive the $750 deposit from everyone by April the 1st. April the 17th, we'll have an online orientation for everyone. So we'll have a chance to establish a seminar and begin talking about what's coming up next. By May the 1st, we would like to receive all of the seminar fees minus any deposits or discounts. And then in May, we're looking at online meetings, and I apologize, a slide mentions 2 meetings on the same day. That was a mistake on my part. But basically, we'll have 2 online meetings during May, and then we'll aim for an in-person breakfast social in late June, and then we'll depart together on July the 6th.
And it is, as it says, a robust professional development experiences. As we said earlier, it's intense. It's very busy. Physically, you'll be doing a lot of walking. We will be taking Japanese public transit, and you'll have a chance to experience the Tokyo subways and bus system, which is amazing in and of itself. But there's a lot of short-term benefits and long-term benefits that you'll have, that you will experience as a part of this. We want this to be as meaningful of an experience for you as possible. And we'll do everything within our power to help you achieve some of your professional and personal goals on your trip to Japan.
Absolutely. Final testimonial from Yuki, who is now teaching ESL here in New Jersey. She writes here about what a terrific experience she had working with the K through 12 students. I think they're elementary students in Japan, and what a memorable experience it was to sing a song together by Stevie Wonder. So thank you, Yuki, for your testimonial and for joining us.
And please, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
I was gonna say, please feel free to email us with any questions that you might have. We will get back to you as quickly as possible. We look forward to meeting you in person. We sincerely hope that you join us. We're going to limit it to a small group. It will probably be no more than about 8 students, or 8 individuals rather, who will be joining us on this. So if you are interested, please register early. We have to keep the numbers down because we can't overwhelm the schools that we will be visiting. We ask that you register early because we have to notify the schools who's going to be there. They worry about security just as much as we do in the schools. So please, register early. If you're interested, please contact us if you have any questions whatsoever.
We are available too for online consultation visit. If you would like to maybe meet with the 2 of us at a date and time that works best for you, we'd be very happy to organize that together. And thank you for considering Global Education Insights and our travel seminar for teachers. We invite you to re-see your profession through a global lens. We look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. Hopefully, we'll be meeting you on the way to Japan.
Goodbye.